After seeing many people start the content creation in front of the camera, shorts or YouTube videos, I have noticed that many find it challenging to behave naturally in front of the camera, and not only this, but also to share information through the camera by using their speech. So we want to improve your speech. I will share with you a few techniques in this video. Your speech is a tool that will allow you to share information, to communicate, and an effective speech, when people who are listening to you are able to absorb what you are saying and being able to action upon it. So you need to ensure you are clear, comfortable, and desirable to listen to. Do you agree that the following sentence will pass different meaning if I will give different emphasis to different words? So, which sentence it is? You will not do this. So to demonstrate it to you, how the volume, the pace, the intonation changes the idea you want to pass to your listener, I will repeat this sentence over and over with different emphasis. Actually, I will become an actor right now, which I'm not trained as an actor, but I just want to share with you how does it work. So let's say we put different emphasis on different words in this sentence. You will not do this. 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 Okay, so you see that from the emphasis there is totally different meaning in what I'm saying, although the sentence is the same. Now let's change the volume to what we're saying. You will not do this, or you will not do this. You see, the volume has also different meaning. Let us give volume to different words. You will not do this. You will not do this. You see, so it changed also the meaning of what I'm saying. You know this from communicating to your children. You know, sometimes only emphasis on key words helps to communicate what you want kid to do. Like, do not touch this, or do not touch this. You see, so there are different meanings to what you're saying, and child understands you from the emphasis. Now let's work on pace. You will not do this. Let's have this slow pace. And what if you say it faster? You will not do this. So you have to practice to be able to say clearly on a fast pace what you want to say. What about intonation? You will not do this, or you will not do this. You will not do this. Another element that can bring in totally different meaning is emotion. Let's say it with a sad emotion. You will not do this. Or let's say it with a happy emotion. You will not do this. Like, there is a game. You will not do this. You will not play it. You will not. Or the sad emotion that the father is not coming to your wedding. You will not do this. Or you can have a surprise. You will not do this. Or the anger, you will not do this. You see, different emotions pass different meanings. And the last is pauses. You will not do this. Or you will not do this. Or you will not do this. You see? Now, I just demonstrated to you with a short sentence, but this short sentence is not enough for you to practice. And what we want to learn in this video is how to practice, actually to improve all those techniques in your speaking, so that you are not monotonous on your recordings. So since you are able to communicate to your children, to your family, to unknown people in public places, in school, in university, in hospital, you are able to communicate, and you are using emotion, you are using intonation, you are using all these things. But when we are in front of the camera, sometimes we are forgetting about this, and we want just to say words and expect words to do the job. But that's why you have the video, because you can not only pass the words, but you also can record your expressions, your emotions, you can record your feelings, and the sound that is recorded also passes the intonation, the pace. So you have to use the video to the fullest. That's not a text. If you would write a book, you don't have these options in the book, but on video you have to communicate this, and we are forgetting very often about this. To be able to be natural in front of the camera, what you need to do is to practice, and we can use the sentence that we have covered in the previous video to practice, which is: the big brown dog barked loudly at the sky while the wind whistled through the tall trees. To this sentence we will be applying what I have covered in my examples. The emphasis on the keywords, vary the volume, change the pace, turn on emotion or use emotion, use intonation, use pauses. Let's start with emphasis on different words. Read the sentence and make emphasis on different words by thinking what is the most important in this message to pass across. Let's say you want to make emphasis on the dog barking. So you would say, a big brown dog was barking at the sky while the wind was whistling through the trees. Or you can make emphasis on the sky. The big brown dog was barking at the sky while the wind whistled through the trees. Now let's change the volume and say, the big brown dog was barking at the sky while the wind whistled through the trees. So change the volume, and you can give different emphasis to the different words in this sentence. Next one, change the pace. In this case, you will be starting with talking slowly. The big brown dog barked at the sky while the wind was whistling through the trees. This is a slow pace. Now, little by little, add speed to your pace so that you can say the same clearly but fast. So you will say, the big brown dog barked loudly at the sky while the wind whistled through the trees. And faster and faster and faster, but you need to maintain clarity. Now let's work on intonation. Add pitch, ascending pitch when you want to say bark loudly. The big brown dog barked loudly at the sky while the wind whistled through the trees. Another thing you can do with intonation is descend the pitch when you are talking about the wind that is whistling through the trees. So it would sound like this: a big brown dog barked loudly at the blue sky while the wind was whistling through the trees. Now let's practice adding pauses. A big brown dog barked at the sky while the wind was whistling through the trees. You can make a pause after the sky, you can pause after whistling through the trees. So try different pauses and see how the message sounds. And the final practice with expression of different emotions, like nervous, for example. A big brown dog was barking loudly at the blue sky and the wind whistled through the trees. Something like it was annoying you. You wanted to have quiet and peaceful time, and there was wind that was whistling through the trees and the dog was barking. And another emotion you can convey is you are very happy that you are hearing this, because let's say you went out of the hospital, for example, you were in the bed for a long time. Now you are going out, you are taking full lungs of air, and you are saying, the dog was barking loudly at the blue sky, the wind was whistling through the trees. So you are explaining how you were enjoying what you were experiencing. So I have covered 6 points that you can practice. And I have shortly shown you what you can practice, but what you should do is stand in front of the camera or even maybe in front of the mirror and try speaking in different pace, with different intonation, expressing different feelings, and stop on each of these techniques separately. Give separate time for pauses, separate time for intonation, practice it, record it, see, analyze, and you will see that your speech will improve with the time.